Oh yes, it's ranking time, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ranking time. Oh, what a series. Oh, what a series. Yes, so far we've had 5 episodes of Series 2 of Doctor Who. Don't know why I lost my train of thought there. That shouldn't have really been as confusing as it ended up being for me. Good start to the video. So today, I thought we'd rank Series 2 so far. There's going to be 5 places on this list. People might be saying, isn't Joy to the World Series 2? I don't know. I don't really... I think if I had to place Joy to the World... It's tough, because you can argue Joy to the World is either Series 1 or Series 2. It would be 6th. If I was ranking it, just in case people are curious, just in case people count it. But I'm not counting it, so let's get in to number 5. Number 5, for me, is going to be Robot Revolution. Now, can I just say, this speaks to the genuine quality of this season. Because the Robot Revolution, I think, is a very solid 8 out of 10 episode. You've got the utterly fantastic introduction of Belinda, you've got Belinda bickering with the Doctor, which is just utter gold. I love those elements. You've got a fantastic, fun sci-fi story, and just generally, yeah, this is a lovely series opener. The only reason why this doesn't quite get into like the upper echelons for me, and by upper echelons, the only reason why it is last is because it drags ever so slightly in the middle, and also it's tied down with the baggage of, you know, quite a bit of setup in terms of, you know, like we've got to get Belinda home, she doesn't want to be here, but you know, like it's tied with a lot of that baggage, and at the end with like the can't get home stuff. We all knew that was going to happen going in, hence why they're not the most interesting elements to actually see play out. But I've got to say, it's a lovely episode. Now at number 4, we're gonna have Lux. Now honestly, in terms of like a first watch kind of vibe, I think this would have been last. On a first watch, I really enjoyed this episode. This is a stellar series, as I said, with Robot Revolution. But I really wish we saw more Mr. Ring-a-Ding. I wasn't 100% convinced on, like, the meta element. And just in general, I don't think it's as strong as some of the other stories in this series. Which I still don't think it is. But I think this story works really well pacing-wise, going from like this like slow build mystery, and then when you get into the cinema, it's kind of just like bam, 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 with some amazing, lovely stuff. I've really gotten to love like the meta elements. I just think, oh, it's just such a juicy scene. By the way, people keep trying to say that those 3 Doctor Who fans are going to be the Malice, Mayhem, and like the Unholy Trinity. That would be boring. Please don't let that be the case. I think the only thing that I don't like, I'm not like blown away by, is the resolution to this episode. It's a little tame. He just kind of sees some sunlight, and that's the problem with these God storylines, is they're always cool setups, and there's never really a good resolution to them, unfortunately. But a fun episode. At number 3, we've got our most recent episode, The Story and the Engine. Now, some people, and I have to admit, half of that's the family group chat, have said this episode bored them, and I have to admit, I'm not with them. I think for a lot of it, slow-paced is the way to describe it, but I don't mind that. See, the writer and like the inspiration for the episode almost came from a play, and you can kind of tell that. You've got strong actors working together in this slow-paced story that slowly comes together with some really interesting twists along the way. What elevates this episode is a setting and a new different type of experience that we really don't get in Doctor Who, some fantastic performances, and just some moments that utterly elevate this. The Doctor's appearing at the end and all of that jazz is amazing. And there was little moments just like the map that was weaved into the Doctor's head is just... oh, loved it, plus the Joe Martin cameo. There's certainly a couple of things you can nitpick, like, why did that poor spider have to die? And the nitpick I kind of agree with is the ending that does feel reminiscent of quite a few other endings, like it's basically the exact same resolution as the Akaten ending for the 11th Doctor, but I do have a lot of love for that episode. Number 2, Lucky Day. First things first, and I have been a massive Belinda stan on this channel, but it's lovely to see Ruby Sunday back again, and I really hope we can get a decent amount of Ruby and Belinda screen time, and in the hopeful season 3, Ruby and Belinda together as a TARDIS team duo. I just think Lucky Day has so many lovely elements going on. I think it's a really natural and interesting continuation to Ruby Sunday's arc. You know, exploring some fantastic mental health themes and just really looking at her PTSD post-adventures from the Doctor. We've never really gotten that idea to such a great degree. This episode would definitely be lower if it wasn't for the twist. Because the episode is setting itself up pretty fine, and what I will say is this episode isn't quite as good on the rewatch because, you know, that first time when you don't see the twist coming, it is glorious. Yeah, with that twist, and some people on the internet, in my opinion, have taken the twist and kind of, you know, turned it into a, you know, always trust the government, always trust the authority figures kind of thing, and that's why they don't like this episode. I personally think people have missed the point, and if you'd like a full Lucky Day message breakdown, I can do that because I think there are some really, really cool, interesting ideas at play. Getting to see Kate Stewart at what I think is her best performance yet. Oh, this episode is amazing. I really like it. And at number 1, we have The Well. Of course we have The Well. First of all, because, not gonna lie, complete bias, I have a friend who was one of the troopers in The Well, and to see him do his thing and shine in a Doctor Who episode is never not gonna be lovely for me on the 5 times I've rewatched this fantastic episode. People seem to utterly love Wild Blue Yonder, and the way people describe, you know, like the slow build horror vibes of Wild Blue Yonder, I really liked Wild Blue Yonder, but this seems to be my Wild Blue Yonder. It's just such a tight, interesting story. It's just, and just the slow build horror, and then almost like the lack of afraidness just to go utterly manic with it and dark with it, and just exploring this midnight entity that is like so iconic, but like not butchering that and just doing amazing, brilliant things with it. I love it. Can I just say, while it's on my mind, people are still complaining that we saw the midnight entity. You only saw the midnight entity if you paused, if you pressed pause. Like, I'm sorry, Doctor Who isn't just screenshots, it's a moving image. If you chose to pause it at the exact right time to see if you could work out what the midnight entity looked like, that's on you, you annoying human being. You're not that annoying. Sorry, I had a point to make. The Well, for me, is my favourite episode of the show for a long, long time. It's probably up there in my top 10, certainly. I loved The Well. More Well, please. More I think about it. Midnight Part 3. Let's go. That is my ranking. I wonder where the Interstellar Song Contest, Wish World, and The Reality War, that's remembering all the episodes off the top of my noggin, I wonder where they'll all come in this ranking. You'll have to find out when I do my end of season rankings, and then I'll probably stretch a 3rd video out of the ranking concept when I rank all of the RTD2, and then I'll get another ranking where I rank every episode RTD has ever written, and then I'll get another ranking out when I go ranking every episode of Doctor Who ever, and then I get another ranking out of it when I go ranking every episode of television ever, every media episode ever, everything ever. I rank everything. Yeah, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya. Bash. You can also tell I wanted to switch up locations in this video, and I really need to I've brought my stuff to the new house, but I just haven't had time to build the set yet. This all I've got in this set is a phone. I'm really sorry if there's anyone downstairs, otherwise you're getting really creeped out by this.